Well, I tell you, man, my city, man, brothers can't stick together and save their life, man. Even when you get money, man. Philadelphia is a very dangerous place, man, and brothers don't stick together, man. They don't get along, man. So today I'm talking about Oschino, Oschino and Wallo, man. We know Wallo, you know, when he came out of prison, he was doing a lot of online videos on Instagram, on YouTube. You know, he went, he started going national, international. People was talking about him all over the world with his videos, man. Very emotional, dropping game. Then he linked up with his cousin Gilly, who, I know from the streets. They start, they first cousins. You know, they start doing content together, man, and it blew up, man, and they became like media darlings. And they got in the beginning of this stuff, man, when the corporation started giving big money, and they do well for themselves. But with that, Wallo, he tries to put out a lot of positivity. He's known for squashing beefs and putting out positive information. But there's a lot of people that's coming at him and saying that he's not who he say he is. One of those people is Oschino. And Oschino been doing interviews, really getting at him, man, and spilling the beans on some of their family business.
All the people that I would be lying about him. Yeah. Now let's give you a backstory. His little brother, Troy. When I woke up in the hospital in 1997 when I got shot, Troy was right there crying. This is my brother. He was in my first rap group. This is my brother. I said, make him come home from school every day and write raps. I was trying to push him to become the same thing I am today, a rapper. And he gave up. He started doing this thing, and he a father with a job. And we never not been cool brothers the whole time. No fallouts. No not speaking to each other. No nothing. This is my brother. Let's go a little deeper than that. The reason why he became my brother because Wallo other brother Duke. Y'all heard me say I got my first pack on 51st and Market. I got it from Duke. You know what I mean?
Now, I don't know why, they can't handle this offline, but, they all grew up in the same area. I'm from Southwest, they from the North Philly side, but I know them from being in the studios together. Wallo wasn't around, but Oschino, I know Oschino from his crew. We was from Southwest, Task Force, the original Meek Mills, Task Force turned into Non-Brigade. So we all used to be in the studio with them back in the day in the 90s. So, we all, everybody cool. He grew up, Oschino knew both his brothers, man. So when Oschino was going at Wallo, people were saying, yo, you clout chasing, man. You out there, you doing this, you doing that. So he's posting pictures now. He's showing, he's showing receipts as to saying, yo, no, nigga, I was part of the family. Like, I'm telling y'all what's going on. He's portraying this, but he's not actually what he's portraying. That's what he's alluding to, right? Me, I'm a content creator. I'm just reporting on the content.
Named Wallace. They all got the same name. Wallo, all yeah. Right? These my family. They families on the same block as my mom. I knew them since I was 12 or 13 years old. It's my brother. We never had a fallout. Same thing. Actually, the guy that told on me, Jimmy the Saint, they got me hemmed up for something I ain't do, told on Duke too. Got Duke 8 years in prison. It's my family. So this ain't no gossip. This is what I know. Let's talk about Keisha. Wallo's sister, the same girl, woman, everybody look up to in the neighborhood, always been fly, always been decent, always been stand up, going into the prisons, Brian for Wallo since he was in the youth study center, right? Going inside Greaterford, all the inmates banging on the walls, but we were trying to talk to her because she was bad. Well, she was a beautiful inside and outside, out appearance and inside, thorough, all the way around the board, right? Riding for him, you know what I'm saying? Talking about him when he come home. I would see my little brother. How can't wait till we get out? She even got the thing when you graduate, the little tassel off your head. You don't talk to her.
So for me, I doubt very seriously if Wallo is going to come out and respond to this. Now, a lot of people are fans of Wallo because of the content that he put out. They don't know what really goes on behind the scenes. Now, Gilly came out and responded to Oschino, right? He was calling Oschino all kinds of names and was stunting on him. And this is the thing, man. We come from Philadelphia, man. The streets is very, very, very rough, man. And I come from Southwest, right? They come from North Philly, man. That's the worst section of the city. Mine's probably the second worst section, right, in the city. Man, a lot of us come from nothing, man, right? And some of us made bad choices to go into the streets and live that street life. And those guys, man, they survived a lot, man. And I'm proud of Gilly and Wallo, knowing A lot of people like, say a lot of bad stuff about them, but me being from the city and knowing what we come from, knowing what we survived through, knowing how many funerals and all that kind of stuff that we'd have been to, and Gilly just lost his son, and for them to get to the position where they're at now, and I'm proud of them, right? But Oschino is somebody that was, that's from that area too, that's well known, that was like family to them too. So whatever gripes they got with Wallo, he knows all this kind of stuff. Now he's online trolling a lot of people, speaking his truth, saying a lot of things, and now under his radar is Wallo.
You don't talk to her. You don't talk to his big brother Duke. Mind you, these people was visiting him for 20 years in prison. And I know that because they my family. You know what I'm saying? So if people talking all this stuff about me, well, you in this business that don't got nothing to do with him, shut up. You don't know what you talking about, man. All I said was that I know it's fugazi when he be doing what he be doing. That's all. But mind you, understand this. All the places that Wallo been, you study Center, Vision Quest, juvenile certified as an adult, Dallas State Prison. I've been all those places too. So I peep the drag. Y'all ain't been in most of y'all ain't been in these places. Y'all don't know the drag when somebody finessing. Mind you, I don't care. Somebody ask me a question, you crying with these boys from Chicago. I say, well, that's fake. I mean, you even look at Gilly. Gilly not his cousin. It's not his cousin, not his real cousin. I'm saying Gilly might have visited him 2 or 3 times. That's why they keep showing the same pictures of the visits. But put Troy and Duke and Keisha visits up, you'll see that him aging in their pictures. Him getting older from being young to being older in the pictures. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. You ask me a question about something I know about, I answer it. Don't get mad about it. I mean, oh, did it hurt your dreams that somebody was fake? No, I'm not even saying everything you do is fake. I'm not saying you're not a good business person. I'm just saying when it comes to you crying and all that stuff, you DEing these people, but you ain't DE people that did everything for you when you had nothing. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that goes around that's thorough to do. I know people that ain't had nothing, was around me every day, got something, did the same thing. So I'm familiar with that too. You know what I mean? But when I hear my man, my big brother, you know what I'm saying? We done did things that I can't even speak about on this camera. You know what I'm saying? Period. That when I see him mad about somebody doing something to him, mind you, he forgave the person that's told on him and got him 8 years. He forgave that person. But when it comes to his brother, he's like, man, the words is not nice. Put it that way. Like, this boy is a flea, bro. Fake flea. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is a person that go to church. This ain't a family like a regular family. This is a family that got a great mother, stepdad, Mr. Wink. They used to have a family dynamic. Dad, they ain't no ghetto, dirty people. So it's funny that people will go against me, but they don't know nothing of the stuff that I know. I know the actual facts.
So it don't really matter if Gilly and Wallo is not real cousins. You know what I'm saying? I remember they brought their moms on the show, and their moms might have been best friends growing up. And you know how black families is extended families and stuff like that. It may have been that way, but I know there's a lot of stories that go on, in the streets. I'm talking, but I don't want to say too much because I'm from the town and I know how stuff is, man. Oschino don't care, right? Oschino just speak his mind, man, and he's made a lot of enemies with a lot of people in the city, man, but he don't care. But I'm gonna tell you, that's Philly, man. That's why the city's so violent, because you got dudes that put in work all over the city, man, and it's just weird, man. It's just, he don't care, right? And he's linked in with Wallo's family, where he's cool with the brothers. I just wish that he would have just kept this to himself. So, I don't think that you have to say everything online like that, right? And then when Wallo fans come at you, you got to say more, and you got to keep talking, and to prove yourself. And to me, you don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Like, you know the family, the sister, the brothers, man. You know all them. Like, they from your block, right? So you already got the skinny on what's going on. But I just feel like you got to speak for them, and you exposing Wallo. Now Wallo and them already got a lot of people online that don't like them, because remember, they started the show with that brown skin boy that was from Camden, and they X'd him out. Right, and he was mad coming at him for a while. So they had a lot of people that didn't like him, but Oschino wasn't done.
You know what I'm saying? So Duke one day came to me like, yo, I got a little brother. I mean, he hot-headed, he got temper. You see if you could deal with him, oh. That's how Troy came into my life. I mean, when he got with me, bro, listen, I took him under my wing. Mind you, he got a temper. He quiet, but he get mad fast, right? I could deal with him. I mean, he was my little brother all the way till now. Listen, it ain't changed now. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all, it ain't changed now. You can ask Wallo little brother, what's my kid's birthdays? He'll know. You know what I'm saying? This past some gossip stuff, this past some what somebody told me, this stuff about people that I know since I was a kid, and we never had to split apart. When Keisha say that, oh, I just want my brother. I don't care about no money. I don't care about, I just want my brother. I see him doing all this stuff for these people. He forgot the people that was there from 20 years. That's my favorite brother. She said that, yo, our other brothers even know that's her favorite brother. So if somebody asked me a question, I wasn't gonna talk about it, but like I'm like, damn, I do know what I know. That's all fake. That's it. But see, y'all don't know none of this stuff. And mind you, I couldn't say these things they was a lie because they'd be like, no, oh, that ain't true. Go talk to mind you. And I'm not even saying this for them not to be cool again. I'm saying this thing you need to tighten that part up. That's me more than anything in these streets. He care about perception of these streets than what's real. And the fact that I just know it and my voice big enough for people to listen, that's what they don't like. It's putting the monkey wrench. Think about this. Even if you go to $1,000,000 Worth of Game podcast, you don't see OT7 Kwani on there. You don't see none of the young boys that's popping on there. You know what I mean? You don't see nobody on there from Philly, really. No up and coming, nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't care about no Philly. So I don't understand why everybody dig in so hard when y'all know I don't care. You know what I mean? Mind you, I'm not perfect. People put my business out there. I'm like, yeah, no, that's what happened. I own it. That's what happened. I mean, but I don't do stuff like that. You did something for me when I'm in prison for them many years as a loser. You gotta think about this. When you're in prison that many years, you're a loser. I was a loser. You know what I'm saying? You're a loser. You go to jail since you're a kid, back to back, keep going back and forth, you're a loser. But when you got I ain't have a family like he got. If I had a family like he got, brothers like that just be right for no matter what I do, even if I'm in prison for life, I would never turn my back on them. And he throw little shots in his comments on interviews about family, get away from him and all that. They hear that. They tell me. I be with them. I know, dude. I told y'all, this is not a thing where though I don't know these people. This is my family. You know what I'm saying? Troy called me the other day. He said, matter of fact, yesterday when I was in California, yeah, man, some boy gonna talk about some, why are you giving him information? He said, yeah, oh, that's my brother. Talking about that's my brother. What you talking about? I've been around Troy more than Wallo have. By 1,000 leaps and bounds. We done with every week. We got so many stories from him. I don't know if it was his first time with a girl, but I know it was the early time with a girl. I mean, all his milestones, he was with me. But the whole time he was talking about his brother. Man, my brother locked up, man. Got all these years, man. Can't wait till we get out. I'm talking, I had to hear this for years and years and years and years and years. So when I see him flim like that, you don't think it affect me? You don't think it? Mind you, I could have been said something about it. If I just try to look for a story, I ain't looking for no story. I'm just telling y'all what it is. He on Gilly top so heavy. Gilly might have visited him 2-3 times. These people been visiting since he was young till he grew up. His sister, or let's take his brothers out. What about your sister, bro? What about your sister? Your sister that's hurting to see her brother. Love her, damn, you gonna flee me? You gonna be successful and flee me? I don't even want no money from you. I want my brother back. This is stuff I gotta hear.
And more than likely, Wallo is not going to speak to that. But I feel as though, like you said, because of the platform that Oschino has, he's speaking on behalf of the family, right? He's speaking on behalf of the sister or the brothers or whatever. Because if it wasn't true, they would come out and they would come out against him, and they would say, "Yo, that's my brother, man. Stop talking about my brother," right? And Philadelphia is a big city, but it's a city of neighborhoods, and in the neighborhoods, people know each other. And like I said, a lot of us used to cross paths. It's a big city, right? So I lived way across town from them. But a lot of us used to cross paths in the studios back in the day, especially in the 90s in the rap scenes, right? Um, they was major figures. You had us, Nine Brigade, Task Force, the Southwest Crew, right? The original Meek Mills. You had all that, and then you had state property guys, right? So around the city, people knew each other and got at each other and all that kind of stuff, man. But I don't know, man. Like, it's just crazy because Gilly's cousin, me and Gilly's cousin, his cousin Tutter, we was locked up together in a juvenile joint together. That's my man, right? So I just don't like to see this, man. And I hope everything I don't, because I haven't heard really Oschino tell a lot of lies. I hope that this is not true though, man. I hope that he got like a good relationship with it, with his family, or something like that. But I would tell Wallo to not respond to this at some point and to go away. And whatever you got going on, hopefully you can mend whatever you got going on with your family. Because I know he tells a story about one of his brothers that got unalived. Man, like I said, Philly is very dangerous. He tell one of the stories about his brother that got killed, and we seen what happened 2 years ago with Gilly's other son. So, but this is my town, right? This is just. It's just what it is, man. It's real dangerous. And then he said that they don't bring none of the Philly guys on the show and all that kind of stuff. A lot of these guys, they always at each other's throat. Like, a lot of Philly rappers get killed, unfortunately, man. Like, it's bad, right? Out here. It's getting better now, but over the years, it was bad, man. It was bad. So I just feel as though sometimes if you bring one guy on the show and they might be beefing with all these other guys, it just causes problems. Because I remember when Meek Mill said, "I'll sign some guys. I'll sign some of the Philly rappers if y'all can stop unaliving each other," right? And then they took like that's just a whole nother story. But that's just the town, man. And Oschino, when y'all see him operating, is a product of Philadelphia, man. That's just how it is out here, man. That's how it is out here, and it's real dangerous, man. And, in those circles. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.